Welcome back to Sirius Speedway.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
With your hosts, Dave Moody and Angie Skinner.
Cross flags in the air, halfway home. On your Hump Day Wednesday edition of Sirius Speedway, Dave Moody and Angie Skinner ready to talk a little Camping World Trucks right now with a young man that continues to climb the ladder closer and closer toward a possible NASCAR Camping World Truck Series championship. Driver of the Exide Battery, Wolfpack Rentals Chevrolet, James Buescher. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing today?
We're good. We're good. I understand you've been a busy guy today.
I've been a busy guy. Just got done at Exide's corporate office. We brought the hauler out and the race trucks for this weekend and signed some autographs for all the employees and hung out for a while and had a good time.
Do they let you do stuff like, go out in the middle of the parking lot and blow some donuts for everybody, or is it a little more, controlled than that?
It's a little more controlled than that.
Shoot.
No donuts today. We left the truck up on the top of the hauler, so it was there, but not out.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Not to be touched.
They
right?
must be.
Correct.
They must be over the moon right now at the way things are going for you and your race team. Maybe almost as over the moon as you and your race team are about yourselves, because it's going really well right now.
It's definitely going well. We talk about it every week. This team's on a roll, and we keep pumping out good finishes and bringing good race trucks to the track and putting on a good performance and having some luck to go along with it. So it's been, I think, phenomenal. And come out of Bristol with the top 5 without a scratch on the truck was another really good weekend for us weekday for us last week, and continuing to climb.
4th place finish at Bristol. Like you said, not a scratch on the truck, but it's not because you weren't in the neighborhood of a couple of messes, because every time they show a replay of the Elliott Sadler-Kyle Busch festivities, we see you.
Yeah, that was a little bit too close for comfort, but, I saw the first incident happen on the back straightaway, and we saw Kyle getting ready for retaliation, so I was able to back up and, I was ready for it when it happened and left myself some space, but still barely scooted by. And, luckily we were heads up and got through it. But, that wasn't the only incident right in front of us. Hornaday spun out right in front of us at the beginning of the race. And it seems like there's no way to get away from the action at Bristol. There's something that's going to happen next to you at some point during the race, it seems like.
Was there anything that happened where you kind of went through and let your breath out and said, man, that was close. I almost bought that one.
All of the above that I was just talking about, I think.
Yeah.
I think they were all pretty close. And, I was lucky to just get through them. And that was my goal going into the night. I knew we had a fast truck, but I knew that we had to keep it out of trouble. So, any way I could, I was going to help out in that. And, just keep our nose clean. If we were racing somebody pretty hard and it seemed like they were maybe a little bit better and there was a gap behind them, I'd, take it easy and slide in behind them and kind of just ride and maintain a good track position to be able to be there at the end of the race whenever we got all those restarts to climb our way up to the front.
Do you ever at Bristol allow yourself to think, we've got the potential to have a really good day here? Because we've talked to so many guys over the years that have said, man, we were just 2 laps from the end, and I thought we had it, and then all of a sudden we came back and put the car in the crusher. You really can't, can you?
No, you can never get too comfortable there. You always have to be on your toes, and, like I said, it doesn't matter where you run, and there's possibility for a big incident to be right next to you. It only takes 15 seconds to get around the racetrack, so if something happens seconds in front of you, you're going to be there really quick, and that could be almost a quarter of a track ahead of you. So it's an interesting racetrack, but it's a lot of fun, and there's just not a lot of escape routes whenever there is an incident, but we were able to get through it, and that's all that matters. 7
points now behind Johnny Sauter for the lead. Johnny, you've raced against him for a long time. If you beat him, it won't be because he didn't try hard enough. He's going to give it everything he's got every week. We know that's the same case for you. How do you and he get along? Have you got a pretty good relationship, at least up till now?
Yeah, Johnny and I talk at the racetrack sometimes. We've never had any problems with each other, no dislikes for one another that I know of, but, we've never been where we go to dinner together or anything like that, but just kind of been acquaintances and talk a little bit here and there at the racetrack, but never anything negative. And, he's a fierce competitor. That team's been really fast each and every week. So to beat him, we just have to keep staying consistent and, outrun them every week. So, like I said, they've been fast. They show up at places and they're fastest in practice, and they lead a lot of laps, and they put themselves in position to win, and that's what we got to do also. But we just have to try to outrun them every week, and if we don't, then we got to outrun them more than they outrun us.
Right. Is it a confidence builder for you and your team? I mean, we're getting reasonably late in the season now. It's got to make you feel good to look at where you've come from, because early this season you were a country mile back, and now here you are right on the cusp of this point lead.
Yeah, we've definitely came a long way. I think at one point during the year we were 70 or so points out of the lead, and we've closed that gap tremendously, and it's just a little bit at a time. You don't get it all in one week, and you don't expect to get 15 points every week. You just have to get them when they're available, and you keep yourself in situations that are going to get you a good finish. If you're running fifth and passing for fourth might cause you to crash and wreck out of the race, you just finish fifth. If that's all your truck's capable of, but you just have to finish to the highest potential of your truck that night. And if you get lucky and are able to finish a little better, then that's even better. But you definitely just have to take what's given to you and try to keep yourself out of all the bad situations.
We haven't talked about this in a while, but it's just been one top 5 or 6 finish after another here lately. A great run, but still no checkered flag, still no win. At this point, has the drive for that first career Truck Series win diminished a little bit in light of just, let's get after this championship? I mean, I know you still want to win, but boy, that championship's awfully big out there on the horizon too.
Oh, we definitely want to win. That's why we go to the racetrack every week. Everybody wants to win. We've came really close, came tremendously close at Lucas Oil Raceway earlier this year, and led a lot of laps and just didn't lead the last 5 or 6. So, we've got a brand new truck coming to Atlanta this week, and according to the way all the wind tunnel numbers played out and everything, it should be pretty good. And I know the guys do a great job building these trucks, and I normally don't have much to worry about when we come to these mile-and-a-half racetracks. I know that we're going to be fast, and I think a win's right around the corner for us. I've been saying that for a year and a half now, but it's got to be. We got to be closer to that corner, but but at the same time, we're racing for a championship. So if it's going to mean finishing possibly 35th or something, if you're trying to pass for the lead and you might get wrecked, well, in second place isn't so bad when you're racing for the championship. So you have to be smart about it, but when the opportunity comes, we're going to take it for sure.
Steve Turner is certainly seems to be making sure that you've got a full complement of bullets in your gun. I mean, you got a new truck coming to Atlanta this week. I think you told us a couple of weeks ago you had a virtually new piece underneath you. He's not sparing the rod on this deal, is he?
No, definitely not. And everybody at Turner Motorsports does a great job from the chassis shop all the way down to the guys on the setup plate. And we build our chassis in house, we build our bodies in house, and the craftsmanship on these things is just phenomenal. And the guys do a great job. I mean, everything looks pristine, and everything goes pretty fast too. So I think we've got a good program over there. All 3 of our trucks seem to be fast or slow on any given weekend. Wherever one is, the other 2 are right there close. So, we've commonly are close to our teammates, and it's the same on the nationwide side. There might be 2 of them that are fast and 2 of them that are slow, but they're in groups, and it seems like we're always racing right next to our teammates when it comes down to the end of the race. But that's the way that all the equipment's just top of the line, and everything's been pretty good for us this year, and we've got great equipment to race with, so I couldn't be happier.
Absolutely right. All right, well, give our best to all the folks at X-Side. They're a great bunch of people, been in the sport for a long, long time. Best of luck this weekend at Atlanta, and we'll touch base with you again next week, bud. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. And hopefully we make it around that corner this weekend and get that first win.
You do it, JB. We'll watch. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
James Buescher, Exide Batteries, Wolfpack Rentals Chevrolet, number 2 man, only behind Johnny Sauter in the Camping World Truck Series standings. When we come back, our good friend from NASCAR on Fox and, oh yes, the NASCAR Hall of Fame, Darrell Waltrip joins us next.
There's more Sirius Speedway to come.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio.
Channel 90.